This little beauty is called the Bitter European Hot Chocolates. What is the crack? Welcome to the channel. My name is the Rusty Bartender and this is the Christmas Cocktail Advent Calendar. If you're new here, we have special guests, we have prizes to be won, check the description below. Let's get into this already. Today's episode features a very special guest. His name is Mike, he's from Mike's Hard Reviews. Listen, his cocktail channel is slept on. I'm telling you right now, you will not find a more passionate creator on YouTube. When you see his recipe, you'll understand what I'm saying. When he makes a cocktail, you can tell he feels the story, the passion behind it. And his cocktail and the meaning behind it will make you feel something. And if it doesn't, there's something fucking wrong with you. Anyway, I just really enjoy Mike's content and I think you will too. Without further ado, here is the man himself, Mike.
What's cracking, everybody? My name is Ben and welcome back to the Rusty Bartender. I hope he hasn't said it the way he edits this video together, because it would be really weird if I said it the second time and not the first. Hey there, and hello, my name is Michael. I run the YouTube channel Mike's Hard Reviews. I am a bartender from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and before we go any further, I want to say thanks to Ben, the Rusty Bartender, for letting me be part of the show. 3 years ago, I did a really ambitious project of 25 drinks of Christmas the way he's doing now. As the way that I started this channel, more or less. I'm impressed with what he's been able to put out and the collaborative effort that it has become. I think that that is not only a really impressive thing to have pulled off, but also something that is just really Christmassy and festive and in the nature of being good to your fellow man. I think that's perfectly Christmassy. So thank you for inviting me. Only problem is, I'm not a festive person. Everybody's thinking up these cool Christmas time cocktails or like festive ideas, you know, Christmas in Hawaii with Let's Make a Drink and the Eggnog with Montenegro that Vino did. I don't know, I don't think that way for myself. I think that way for like my show. For me though, I just kind of drink hot toddies until the snow thaws and then I go back to doing whatever the fuck I was normally doing. I was thinking about it and I was like, man, what am I gonna do for Christmas? Like as a Christmas thing for me? Like what's something that I think I could like give to this project that is like a solid idea. And I was like, you know, I'm not a festive person, but I do like reminiscing. I think Christmas is a really profound and important time to look back on what has come before and what will come in the future and understand that life is good because both are equally as important. Like for example, I think about my grandmother, who's unfortunately no longer with us. She had memory issues and she was having a hard time functioning, but we got her a nice knit sweater for Christmas and it brought back that lucidity and that recall for just enough of a moment, and she had a real emotional like moment with us again. That was beautiful. That kind of thing. The essence of giving, the essence of being human, I think comes out during Christmas time for people who give enough of a shit to embrace their humanity. I think that's beautiful. And that is kind of where my submission to this comes into play. I can't think of a single drink that like really resonates with me for Christmas time, but I do have a memory of my own to share where in 2020, in the winter of 2020, after myself and my roommates, Riley and John, had all just turned 21, we're walking down the main drag of the mall in Kalamazoo here, and there's fucking no one around, because it's 2020. We've all just had functionally the worst year of our lives, and the most drastically different year of our lives that we're probably ever going to live. I fucking hope. And there's a bar open, and the way that the mall works in Kalamazoo is you can walk around with drinks, and as long as you stay in a certain area, that's cool. So we went on in there, and we were like the only 3 people in there, and they were so happy to fucking see us. It ended up being the case that they had a menu of spiked hot chocolates, and that became the thing. We spent the rest of the afternoon walking around drinking basically in the street and just hanging out. Back then, I never thought that memory would be something that was so important to me. But now I'm thinking back at it and I'm like, man, I really wish I could have that moment back. That peaceful... My cat is screaming. Otto! that peaceful moment that I apparently can't get anymore in my own fucking house. So spiked eggnog is my suggestion. No, spiked hot chocolate, excuse me. And the cool thing about spiked hot chocolate is that it's a thing you can zhuzh up or down as much as you want. And I have one. I'm calling it the bitter Italian hot chocolate. Allow me to grab some ingredients. To make this drink, you're going to need some hot cocoa, obviously, but also some cognac, peppermint vodka or peppermint schnapps, and Averna Amaro. I suppose you could call this a bitter European hot chocolate because that would be more fitting. We got shit from Russia, Italy, and France here, but I was really harping on the fact that the Amaro is the fun part. This is kind of the fun spirit of drinking at Christmas time for me, because nobody ever at like big parties is gonna sit there and make a ton of cocktails unless they've batched something. That's like the smart thing to do. But if you make a big pot of hot chocolate, or you put it in one of those like standing percolators and you just have bottles of bourbon or rum or vodka just lying around, people spike them themselves and they all have a good time, and they can customize it to their own liking, which is what I've done here more or less. And so we will grab a serving vessel in which to build our drink and begin. We're gonna start with 1 ounce of Averna Amaro, 1 ounce of peppermint schnapps, and 1 ounce of cognac. Now you can make hot cocoa however you like. I think it's totally fair for this recipe to just do whatever you'd normally do. I was gonna grab a hot cocoa mix packet, but I decided instead that these hot cocoa bombs would be more fun. Got a white chocolate and a regular milk chocolate here. I'm gonna use the milk chocolate one because that looks just gorgeous. Plop that in there. Then we're gonna ladle in some hot milk just to melt the hot chocolate component. Gonna beat this up with a bar spoon until it has decided that it wants to fully dissolve. In an almost beautiful way, the chocolate is kind of staying the outside of the glass, which makes it part of the garnish. I'm also gonna go ahead and add some whipped cream. I believe the folks in the UK call this squirty cream, which is fucking hilarious to an American like me. And then I'm just gonna add a drizzle of chocolate syrup on top, more for aesthetic than anything else. I don't think this needs any more chocolate. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one way that you can do a spiked hot chocolate. Cheers. So what are we calling this? A bitter European hot cocoa? I think that's perfectly fair. Sláinte. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's on my nose and I don't care. That's good. And what made it good wasn't that it was carefully measured. What made it good wasn't that it was incredibly fancy. What made it good was that it was made with spirit. And that's the most important thing about Christmas to me. That is my submission for the Christmas cocktail this year. Thanks, Ben, again for letting me on the show. Hopefully I didn't totally fuck up your vibes by grandstanding about emotional bullshit. Cheers! See y'all around.
I brought you some cocoa.
Mike, I am very excited to try this because I know this cocktail means something to you. And I can already tell it's gonna bring back nostalgic memories for myself too, because I love hot chocolates and where I'm from. Like, I'll tell you right now for something else. It's 42 degrees here in Australia, which a quick Google check tells me that's 107 degrees Fahrenheit in America. I'm taking this one for the team, mate. I'm sweating, but I'm gonna drink a hot chocolate just for you. Milky mustache. Actually loving this. Bit of Amaro Averna in there. Gives it a little bitterness. I used Lindt milk chocolate to make this drink, but I'm thinking an even darker sort of chocolate would have been perfect here. Of course, cream and chocolate on top makes everything spot on. A little bit of peppermint schnapps too. Oh, mate, this is nostalgia in a glass. And as you can tell how hot it is, my cream really didn't stand a chance there, did it? That's fucking good though. Thank you so much, Mike. If you haven't checked out his channel already, go do it now. Give him a subscribe. Anyway, we've still got special guests on the next episodes coming up. I'm not even gonna tell you who they are. It's a surprise. That's the whole point of an advent calendar. But trust me, you're not gonna believe who it is. I'll see yous on the next one.